Hey T-Heads, this is Don and Celine from Mayleaf, and we are ending 2021 with a bang because we're going to be tasting not just one of the most expensive teas in the world, but one of the most expensive versions of one of the most expensive teas in the world. We'll get onto that in a little bit, but first of all, if you're watching at the time of release, then Happy New Year, Happy 2022 to each and every one of you. If you're hoping for a bloopers video, I will try to trawl through the last year's worth of videos and put some bloopers at the end of this video. I'm sure there's a few out there, so I need to go through them. We're obviously shooting this a little bit earlier than New Year, but we're still feeling festive and we're still feeling pumped because today we're going to be tasting not just a Jin Jun Mei, and for those of you who don't know, Jin Jun Mei is one of the most expensive teas in the world, a very expensive black tea, but one of the most expensive iterations or versions of a Jin Jun Mei. So let's quickly talk about this for a second. So Jin Jun Mei is very famous black tea, very well known for being exorbitantly expensive. We have stocked it ourselves as Gleaming Brown. We've got a Sweet Spice JJM currently in stock, but the history or the tale or the lore that surrounds this story is I've heard it being told many times, but it goes something like this. In 2005, June, July, people argue, some people say 2006, but let's just stick with the most common version of the story. 2005, there were two Beijing, so high official Beijing peeps who went to visit Tongmuguan, the most famous village for black tea in the world. We've done a video about Tongmuguan where we visited Tongmuguan. I'll put a link in the description below. So they went to that beautiful village. Remember Tongmu?
So beautiful.
And they were talking to one of the heads of the tea making factories. I think it's called Zhengshan Tea Factory. I think his name was Mr. Jiang. So Mr. Jiang, I think I've got it written down. Mr. Jiang, Mr. Zhang. So Jiang and Zhang. So Zhang and Yan were the Beijing peeps. Jiang is, I'm sure he's still alive, is the like owner of this Zhengshan tea factory. And the head tea producer, Liangjunde, was also there, and they were just chilling out, hanging out, I'm just imagining. And story goes that they were talking about black tea. Maybe somebody walked past, a picker walked past, and they said, "What are you doing?" And they said, "Oh, we're gonna go and pick some black tea." And Mr. Zhang and Mr. Yen suggested, why don't they, instead of picking the standard sort of picking for black tea, which was kind of, you know, not low quality, still very high quality, but just kind of standard picking, why don't they make some super like exclusive buddy black tea? And so they went off and 750 grams of fresh buds were picked from the small leaf wild heirloom variety called the xiao cai. So xiao cai means little vegetable. You've heard it before in white tea country. This small leaf variety that grows in these areas and is sort of considered like the indigenous wild xiao cai, this little veggie variety. And just picked the buds. They picked 750 grams of it, and then Liangjunde, this master producer, so the head producer of this factory, went and hand rolled it because it was such a small amount. Hand rolled it and produced a black tea, and then also charcoal baked it. So very traditional style, and made it with this particular style. Anyway. They tasted it, they were all like, whoa, this is amazing. It got such a honey fragrance and it's gorgeous. And I don't know why they have that voice.
They must have been so happy though.
Anyway,
that it
so
worked.
Jin Jun Mei was born. Jin Jun Mei was born, and there's lots of stories about the name. Jin means gold, Jun might mean high mountain, might mean horse, but also the story goes that was named after Liangjunde. Liangjunde was the head, or is the head producer, and he, you know, he's the person who first made Jin Jun Mei. And so for honor for him, it became Jin Jun Mei. So golden Jun, either his name, horse, or, you know, high mountain, Mei, eyebrow. So gleaming brow, golden eyebrows. There's lots of versions of this story. Okay. In 2007, it started to become very popular, Jin Jun Mei, and started to command a very high price, especially amongst the sort of rich in China. And the factory, or this company that first produced it, the Zhongshan factory, tried to trademark, patent, or whatever you want to call it, protect the Jin Jun process and protect it so that they could be the only ones to produce Jin Jun Mei. That was rejected, and so everyone around Tongmu and Wuyi, and probably spread further beyond, makes Jin Jun Mei because it commands such a high price, and there's so many versions of Jin Jun Mei out there, and we've done lots of videos before about high quality, low quality, what we think is good, what we think is not so great, etc. And in 2000, and then they appealed that decision, but it was rejected again in 2013. So
Really?
everybody can, anybody can call it Jin Jun Mei, I think, right? There may be some protections, but essentially, the original company and the original producer cannot, protect that name.
Yeah.
And in 2008, Liangjunde, the first person to ever touch and produce Jin Jun Mei, left that factory and started his own factory. And he created Liangjunde, after his name, the Junde tea factory, of which is very, very famous. And his Jin Jun Mei is probably the most expensive Jin Jun Mei out there.
Right.
And that's what we have here.
Oh my gosh, I didn't know that background info.
Sorry, I had to tell the whole story. This is what we have here. This is Liangjunde Jin Jun Mei. Now, obviously, this is not made by his hands because he's got his own factory, but the whole process and the whole technique from picking and all the way through processing, using that original technique that wowed everybody, is apparently in this tin. And we've been saving this up for about 4 months. I've had this, holding on to it.
Oh my gosh.
And I have to say, sneak a peek. We can.
I mean, it's good you didn't tell me about it because I would have been like, let's just taste it now.
So let's show everyone what we can certainly say is the most authentic Jin Jun Mei. Doesn't mean it's the best, but is the most authentic Jin Jun Mei out there. Because we've talked a lot what it should look like, what it shouldn't look like. So here you go. And the first thing that I want to say, we're not brewing all of that. And the reason why we're not brewing all of that is because for every gram, you've got well over 100 buds, 150 buds. So for 10 grams of tea, you're talking about 1,000 buds. And the first thing that I want to say is, thankfully, it is exactly the color that I would expect. It is a deep, dark color without too much gold. And I've said this in many videos. We've said that the original authentic Jin Jun Mei should not be some golden, very, very golden, because a lot of people think gin golden, it needs to be like a golden for it to be the real deal. I mean, I don't want to get into arguments about real deal because, obviously that's a matter of taste, what you like, what you don't like. Some people enjoy those types of teas. But what you certainly can say that this is the original Jin Jun Mei, right? Because it's being made by the originator of Jin Jun Mei. And you can see very, very dark, very, very fine buds with just little specks of gold. A nice spattering, but the majority of it is dark. Right, let's heat up this.
I'm going to heat up the teapot again.
And we're going to be very honest.
Yeah.
If we don't think it's that great, then we don't think it's that great. But let me tell you the price.
Yeah, I'm curious about that. And usually it's really expensive to get Jin Jun Mei, so originator? What's that?
And we've got a hookup now with one. There aren't that many agents from Junde Tea Company.
Really?
And we've got an agent who can source Liangjunde Jin Jun Mei for us.
Goodness.
So if we love it, we could theoretically buy it. But I'm going to say this to you, right? The minimum that this would cost, and I'm saying this very clearly because it probably will be more expensive than this, is around $1,200 for, to get this right, $1,200 for 100 grams of tea.
$1,200.
So about $120 for 10 grams of tea. So you're looking at around that price. Minimum, it's probably going to be more, right? Minimum, that is a price. So we're talking...
That's crazy.
Stratospheric money here, right? Very, very expensive tea. Up there with the most expensive in the world.
If the taste is not
Okay, so how much should we use?
But do you want to measure it?
Nah. I go rogue, mate.
Okay.
It's New Year's. I reckon we should use... Oh yeah, we're going to pick them all. I reckon we should use half because I hate this sort of, you know, there's not much left, you know.
Yeah, no, it's true. You got to get the right amount because
Yeah.
otherwise it's not fair on, what's his name?
Liangjunde. Okay, have a sniff of authentic... I hate
High
that word.
expectations.
Original, let's say this. Original Liangjunde Jin Jun Mei.
Because, I mean, with lots of dishes, you know, sometimes...
Dishes?
No, yeah, I'm thinking about food now.
Okay.
Thinking, you know, when someone creates a dish, when other people do other types of that dish, sometimes it's better,
yeah.
you know, so...
Yeah, stragglers. Worth about £2.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
I can't believe that pricing.
Go, yeah, ridiculous pricing. Oh, is it as good? Honestly, I'm so excited.
I'm a bit shocked because it's not what I thought I was going to smell and it's really nice.
Well, you thought you were going to smell something not nice?
No, I thought it was going to be more floral, but it's not. It's much deeper. And
wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so,
really
well,
delicious.
again, I'm feeling very happy and a little bit like relieved because the smell reminds me, it's in the territory of not the flowery Jin Jun Meis, like you said, but the chocolate cocos because everyone talks about it, oh, it needs to have a honey aroma. It has a deep, dark aroma to it.
I'm shocked.
But it's got something extra.
You know what it reminds me of? Okay, so we had this, one time we had this person sending us some really high quality, like dark chocolate and different types.
Oh, yeah.
And they were so delicious. And it reminds me of one of those chocolates. It's like very specific
Criollo.
kind of, is it?
I think it's like a
can't
Criollo, like original variety Criollo yogurt, chocolate. Very, very distinct fruity chocolate. Like, and the fruit is like...
It's
like...
It's like raisin, but like soaked up raisins.
I was going to say like overripe strawberries.
Oh. Yeah,
but yeah, like in that territory, it's like, yeah, very...
It smells so bloody good. Like, it's just smells like one of those amazing brownies that has some soaked, liquored raisins in it or something like that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It's like...
Or deep, dark cherries, but again... That's not quite... It almost has like a little bit of rose hip as well.
Oh my...
Like rose hip cherry, macerated, deep fermented strawberries, deep dark chocolate. It's got a like a Mexican chocolate note to it, you know?
Yes.
It's like
it's got a bit of spice, but like it's more the fruit, and there is a liquor smell to it, like fruit that's been soaked in some kind of liquor with chocolate. There's definitely that really nice dark chocolate.
Yeah, it definitely reminds me of a super specialist like Trincho or Criollo chocolate. You know, very specific single variety dark chocolate. Oh wow! Okay, let's give it a rinse.
That really does smell like...
It smells spectacular.
Really
and
does.
I'm so happy that it doesn't, because everyone sort of talks about everyone talks about sort of honey aroma, and I'm like, when I think of honey aroma, I think, is it going to be just sort of honeyed and flowery, which is nothing wrong with that. Of course, that's lovely, but like, is it, you know? Okay.
Wow, I'm a bit shocked. Like,
well, smell the wet leaf.
Because I'm always like, if it's going to be expensive, it might not be like that good.
Well, many times we've tasted very expensive teas. I'll put a link in the description below. For sometimes I've been very disappointed with very expensive teas from from that same area. Usually rock oolongs.
It's so deep.
Oh, I'm excited. I'm so glad I held this back.
It smells like it's got a lot to give.
It's that fermented fruit note.
Yeah, exactly.
That is really intriguing.
Yeah.
And that's what makes it sort of feel like a very specialty chocolate.
Yeah.
Because you know how you get those really high quality single variety specialty chocolates and they have this funky fermented fruit kind of note. Or if you're into your coffees, It's got a little bit of that natural processing on the cherries, natural processing coffees. It's got that funk, it's got that fermentation note to it that I was not expecting. I was not expecting that at all.
That's insane. Like, and I get a hint of rose in the background.
Yeah.
But there's definitely that fermenty, fruity note that just keeps you wanting to smell more.
Should we taste the rinse?
Yeah, can we?
Cheers, everybody. Not the proper infusion, but the rinse.
You gotta make the most of it.
Every little sip counts here. Okay, it's too light. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's got fragrance
too
to
light.
it.
Bump up the temperature.
Okay, come on.
It's got fragrance.
Hang on, I'll put this in.
But yeah, we need to brew this properly now. And also, don't fill it to the top.
Yeah, okay.
Because there's not enough leaf there, I don't think.
Yeah.
But there's probably, I don't know, many hundreds of buds in there. We'll take them out at the end. So how you all doing out there? You're probably watching this when 2022 has already arrived. I hope you're enjoying the first days, weeks.
I keep getting new tasting notes. There's like you know the watermelon cake in Greece?
Oh yeah.
Suddenly, that just popped
Cooked
through.
watermelon cake from
Oh man.
from Greece.
I should do it at 90 degrees,
Yeah,
right?
pour it in here, cool it down.
Yeah.
And a little bit of all butter shortbread. Just, it's got a buttery note happening.
This is the ultimate Jin Jun Mei. I mean...
Hey, don't say that yet. Don't proclaim.
Okay, fine. Not in terms of the smell, anyway. I find it quite amazing. I love using these, but whenever we do a video, I forget.
We always forget. I know. Okay, pour some water over the top of this. It's a bit cold. Okay. How long? A little bit longer. A little bit longer.
Maybe 30 seconds?
Yeah. A little bit longer. A little bit longer.
A bit longer.
A bit longer.
A bit longer.
Oh, it's light still.
That's very intriguing, actually. I was thinking it's going to be darker.
So was I, from the smell.
Yeah.
Ooh, I hope that this is not just
a good
little
smelly one.
A supermodel, you know.
Supermodel.
It's just going to be like, wow, the smell is amazing.
I mean, to be honest, from the dry leaf, I was a bit disappointed because I imagined it to be more oily looking.
Yeah.
You know?
I agree.
But it wasn't as...
But the colour was spot on for me.
Yeah, the colour was spot on. But
felt
I just
like it didn't have the gloss.
Yeah, exactly.
But, you know, apparently this is the original. All right, cheers everybody. Happy 2022.
Cheers.
Our first taste of original Liangjunde, crazy, mad expensive Jin Jun Mei.
Cheers.
Texture, oily, thick. Taste, light still.
How light?
A little bit of malt.
Yeah.
A little bit of those shortbreads. I'm getting those shortbreads and butteriness. Some of that honey.
You know what? It does make me think Jin Jun Mei. Like it has a profile that has that.
It's very light.
It's less intense than the smell itself of the wet leaves and the dry leaf.
The oiliness and the slipperiness on the tongue is very pronounced. I mean, that luxury feel that we talk about in terms of a super like almost sticky coating, lubrication on the mouth is
very good.
Really, really lovely.
It's very good.
And that's not just this pot.
But I don't feel like it's that different, which is, makes sense to other Jin Jun Meis that we've tried.
But given the colour, let's brew it again.
Yeah.
Given the colour, I was expecting much more chocolate. Given the colour and the smell,
degrees.
Yeah, I was expecting much more chocolate to come through. Okay, let's see if the second infusion brews up a bit stronger. But as you can see, we are both disappointed.
Yeah,
we are.
I just
There's
thought
no hiding it.
I was gonna get more of that crazy chocolate.
Yeah,
note.
we were in for like a single cultivar,
Yeah.
crazy, like mind-blowing
Yeah.
chocolate experience.
Yeah, super thick and
Really love sweetness in the mouth, so really lovely.
Very nice
Sweetness in the
sweetness.
mouth, I should say. Very, very sweet. And the honeyed sweetness is there. Very, very sweet. But for such fine buds, I'm already thinking I need to brew it for longer, but I shouldn't have to
Yeah.
do that.
Yeah.
Should not have to do that.
I mean, maybe that's what it's going for, like a light infusions that goes for a bit longer, so you don't.
It might have lots of longevity
Yeah.
despite its lightness.
Yeah, but I think we just wanted a bit more oomph.
Yeah.
Because for the price, you want something really different in a way, like a bit more intense than what.
A bit more. For this price, I want my head to just go like, knock back with like amazement.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Is this original? You're just paying for the fact that the guy,
I'm just thinking about. Yeah, sorry.
the originator, his name. Obviously, you are paying for that, but is there a difference?
Yeah.
Is there a difference in the processing?
Because I'm thinking of the spiced Jin Jun Mei that we now have,
Exactly.
and I don't know. I feel like I prefer the taste of that one to the taste of this one.
It does have cinnamon. It does have a cinnamon note. This is definitely
Yeah.
a much better infusion. This does remind me a little bit of Sweet Spice JJM, cinnamony and
Yeah, but see, now I feel like we brewed it too hard. I feel like actually its character is lighter, and that's just like a bit too intense, and it's like 3 brews in one kind of thing.
We're turning up the volume on what should be a quiet
Yeah,
tea.
exactly.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. Okay, let's talk about the good things about this tea. The good thing is, apart from the aroma of the dry and wet leaf, the good thing about this tea is the texture
Yeah.
and the aftertaste.
Yeah, aftertaste is amazing.
Sublime.
Yeah.
I mean, sublime.
I'm getting rose coming through now.
Rose and
It's
honey,
good.
and
It's really good.
and it feels like it's thickening my tongue. It feels like it's even on the front of my tongue. It's just sweet and supple and soft, yet oily, and present, and it's an amazing finish.
Yeah, true.
The texture in the mouth when you drink it is pure, unadulterated plushness,
Yeah.
luxury in the mouth.
Yeah.
The taste.
If you hadn't tasted any other ginger maize, you'd be like, wow, this is an incredible black tea.
It is an incredible black tea,
Yeah.
for sure. It certainly is a much bigger step up compared to the flowery ginger maize
Definitely. Yeah,
that
definitely.
we've tasted before.
Yeah.
But that smell is just so amazing that you just want to translate it. You want it to
Exactly.
translate in the cup. And
Yeah.
it is amazing. It's a very high quality tea.
Yeah.
But at like $1,200 for 100 grams, I mean, come on. That has to be something that, is going to be a once in a lifetime taste.
Yeah. It's true. Oh man. I was honestly like, that smell of those wet leaves.
See, I was expecting to have this reaction to this tea, but when I smelt it,
Yeah.
I thought, oh no, I'm going to be surprised.
Yeah.
And it is still a spectacular
It
tea.
is like one of is out there with it's definitely a high end Jin Jun Mei.
Oh,
no
it's
question.
super high end Jin Jun Mei, and one of
Yeah.
the best black teas
Yeah.
that I've tasted this year.
Yeah.
But 1,200.
It's just too much for the price. If it had the tasting notes that the smell of the wet leaves had, then I'd be like, okay. I would never have had that tea before, so I would be like, yeah, that's worth one time purchase.
I think it sort of depends on how loose your wallet is, how
Yeah.
big your bank balance is.
Yeah.
If your bank balance is if spending $120 on 10 grams of tea is easy breezy for you,
Yeah.
then it is definitely a very luxury tea.
Yeah.
You can taste it. It's a high quality tea. But, I think that for the vast majority of people out there, it's not going to be worth that price.
If you were blind tasting, right? and you had the spiced JJM, and you had this tea, and then it would be hard. I mean, it would be hard, but then you knew the price.
Okay, absolutely honestly, if you had put sweet spice JJM with this tea, I would know that this was the more expensive tea.
Yeah.
Simply on the basis of that like
aftertaste.
incredibly luxury feel in the mouth.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah.
But in terms of taste, I think I might actually prefer, it would be on a par. Different, but on a par. Sweet spice JJM is going to be a bit darker, a bit more, impactful in terms of taste, a bit more complicated in terms of taste and complex, but maybe a little bit rougher around the edges. Again, rough around the edges. It's a very luxury tea, but compared to this mouth sensation, I would say this one's a step up in terms of the mouth sensation. But in terms of the taste, I think I might prefer the sweet spice JJM, or it would be depending on your mood.
You know what? This tea, actually, the taste reminds me of the first time we tried Jin Jun Mei in Wuyi.
Really?
Yeah, because I had that moment of, oh, I've never tasted something so luxurious in my mouth. And that was before.
You're talking about texture or taste?
Taste.
Okay.
It has a luxurious
But the first
taste.
time we tasted Jin Jun Mei in Wuyi was when we tried that really chocolatey one.
Yeah.
No?
Was it chocolatey?
Yeah.
I seem to remember it being like
Oh,
this.
maybe I'm confusing it. I just remember that first
Chocolatey one?
explosion one, and that
Yeah.
obliterated all my memories of previous Jin Jun Mei experiences. Okay, so let's try to wrap things up. So this is definitely different from those flowery honey fragrance Jin Jun Meis. It's definitely more complex, more chocolatey, especially in the nose, and more a deeper.
And it's very elegant. You know, this tea actually reminds me of Yiwu pu'er teas.
Yeah.
Because they don't have that punch as much as the other pu'er mountains, but they have such an elegance that people look for.
Yeah, sweet, syrupy, silky. Yeah.
This is it with black teas.
Yeah.
That's
this is an incredible, easy drinking, sweet,
super easy drinking,
oily, gorgeous tea. I don't want anybody out there to get the wrong impression. It's just that smell. We were expecting to be launched off this sofa, but it is a very, very special tea. Let's brew it one more time, and
I don't have enough water.
well, just whatever you've got in there.
Okay.
It's enough water. It's fine. And we will, of course, be drinking through this until it is water, because we want to really get the most out of it. And it definitely has longevity.
It has longevity.
You can tell
100%.
it's definitely got longevity. It's a very high quality tea.
It's made with love. Like,
listen,
clearly.
if you guys are really intrigued and you really want to taste the original Jin Jun Mei,
and you have cash,
then let us know. And you've got cash to spare, then let us know in the comment section below. We might pool together a few of you if there's enough, and get like a couple of 100 grams in special order for people who want to have it in their collection. I mean, I'm really happy that we got to try it, just so that I can sort of compare it with all the others, and I would say that it's almost like different from all the other Jin Jun Meis we've tried in a weird. It's like got a little bit of that cinnamon sweet spice JJM. It's got a bit of the chocolate. It's got a bit of the honey. It's got a bit of the flour. It's got a bit of everything in it. Just wanted it to be a bit more like wow, you know.
Just that smell, man.
But you can see longevity.
Yeah.
Definitely longevity in it. There you go. So we will raise a cup.
Expensive cup.
And
for you all.
Wish you all
a
spectacular 2022.
And also, I just want to say quick thank you to everybody for your patience with the orders, and also in the shop, because it's been a difficult year
It's
for
been
us.
chaos.
But you are all amazing.
And hopefully next year everything's going to run smoother. And everyone's going to be calmer, and the world is going to be a little bit more of a peaceful place. That's what we're hoping for. Raising a cup of the original Jin Jun Mei to each and every one of you. Stay tuned for the bloopers. Happy 2022 to every tea head out there across the globe. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Bye. Hey tea heads, this is Don from Mayleaf. In this video we are oh, why every time I'm about to start a video oh yeah, great. great. Sound like you got a cold. Why? Every single time I'm about to start a video. Come on. Work, voice. Work. Work, brain. Work, voice. Let's go. Hey tea heads, this is Don from Mayleaf. In this video, I'm going to be talking about... Hey tea heads, this is Don from Mayleaf. In this video, I'm going to be discussing... Hey tea heads, this is Don from Mayleaf. You know, over the years, I've shared some pretty luxurious tea sessions. Hey tea heads, this is Don from Mayleaf. In this video, we're going to be doing a blind tasting to see if Chinese matcha... Hey tea heads, this is Don from Mayleaf. In this video, we're going to be... Hey tea heads, we're going to... Hey tea heads, this is Don from Mayleaf. In this video, we're going to be done... Hey tea heads, this is Don from Mayleaf. In this video, I think I'm going to get pretty tea lifted with this, our new, brand new, with this Dwenny pot, which I have just absolutely fallen in love with. And I've gone through this much tea already, comparing all the different tea types from whites to greens to all the different oolongs, blacks, raw pu'ers. I've gone through so much stuff, it's unbelievable. Just do it, Don. I have been comparing every single tea to just slow down. Sticky, fuggy of brewing matcha, but I thought I would let it out and show you what I do sometimes and, you know, let it out. Something which may help, although I, of course, the plant is not growing any leaves during winter. It is just staying still. Of course a plant stays still. With all of this tasting, until next time, when do I do that? Hey tea heads, this is Don from Mayleaf. In this video, I'm going to be trying to deep dive into understanding what causes tea to be sweet, and I'm going to be aftertaste that comes at the end of the journey, a transformation. And on the cell wall, or in the cell wall, are enzymes called glycolysis. Finish on this. Sorry, I spat. Bling rock kingpin. Yo, the bling rock kingpin. Yo, the bling rock. The bling rock kingpin. Bling rock kingpin. Hey tea heads, this is Don from Mayleaf. It's a nice, I hate the word nice. Hey tea heads, this is Don from Mayleaf. It's a special day for, it's not special. You've probably already heard of Dongfang Meiren, Dong, equally dynamic in terms of its aromatic profile due to its bug-bitten nature. Is where you're going to see the most difference. Really? One, two, one, two, one, two. 1, 2, 1, 2. Hey tea heads, this is Don from Mayleaf. Just look what happened here, man. Creamy, I'm sorry if I sound like a broken record, but it's so fascinating how you're getting this mix of two worlds in one, this sort of creamy, buttery sweetness and fresh, bright, zesty gorgeousness. Oh, come on. Come on. In this video, we are going to kick back, we're going to relax, and we're going to sample the new Pure Kiti Kawawa. Although the fruitiness on fruit. This is the finale of our Baimudan aging white tea study. That all green stickers mean the same thing. I don't know if it means airtight or having. Something just fell from the shelf. It scared the out of me. You can't sort of... Well, then all you need simply is one of these. This is called a fairness pitcher, also known as a Gongdao Bei. It's bloody filthy, disgusting. All you need then is one of these. It's a pitcher, basically, and it's still filthy. What have I done? What the f am I doing? I swear. Don, you're an absolute... Oh, you're such a... Oh my God. What a... Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
Hey Tea-Heads, this is Don and Celine from Mayleaf, and it's a...
Oh, well, let me do that.
Okay, then we'll...
Ew, Celine.
Come visit us if you're ever in London. Other than that, this is Celine. I'm Don from Mayleaf. Thank you for that. We've got black tea is in the Chinese nomenclature less commonly talked about Liu An Guapian. No, it's not. It's Liu Bao. Then trying to stick to the regimen of the Right. Now, I have... Where the f is my pot? That's it, Tea-Heads. Check out our other videos. Taste our teas wherever you are in the world. Stupid word, because nobody deserves bad tea. Bye. Because nobody deserves bad tea. Bye.